Allow me to tell you once again what COVAX is. It is a project aimed at ensuring that poorer countries have access to vaccines. Vaccines for what? The Wuhan virus. Who exported it? China did. On what grounds is it then a part of COVAX? Should the UN not be holding China accountable for the pandemic? For 9 months of lockdowns, for nearly 36.6 million infections, for more than 1 million deaths in 188 countries, 400 million job losses, for pushing 16 countries into recession, who is responsible for all of this? Instead of punishing China, the United Nations is providing it a platform for philanthropy. Why? Has the world not had enough of defective masks, of faulty PPE kits? Do we want faulty vaccines too? Did the United Nations not notice how China went back on its promise to a country like Bangladesh? It is asking the country to cough up money for vaccine trials after promising free doses. How does the United Nations expect the very same China to help poor nations with a vaccine? Beijing does not function that way. It does not believe in welfare unless there is scope for expansion or a debt trap. China does not believe in help. It believes in hindrance, in silencing voices. I can give you many examples. I'll stick to some recent ones. Lawyer and citizen journalist Chen Chui-shi reported on the Wuhan virus outbreak, then went missing. Wuhan businessman Fang Bin, not been seen since February. He was broadcasting photos of Wuhan during the pandemic. He was arrested in the month of February, has not been seen since. Then there's a law professor called Xu Zhangrun. He had criticized China's handling of the Wuhan virus. He published an essay on the 10th of February, hinting that China's censorship of information on the virus had hampered the fight against it. The essay was taken down, Xu was placed under house arrest and cut off from the internet. And you must be familiar with this face, Dr. Li Wenliang. He tried warning the world about the Wuhan virus. He was summoned to a police station, made to sign a letter that read, and I'm quoting, "We solemnly warn you, if you keep being stubborn with such impertinence and continue this illegal activity, you will be brought to justice. Is that understood? Question mark." Li had to write, "Yes, I do," and he did. This is how the Chinese Communist Party treats all those who do not align with its policies. The head of Human Rights Watch, Kenneth Roth, recently called China, and I'm quoting again, an Orwellian high-tech surveillance state. Chinese President Xi Jinping is more interested in covering up the source of the Wuhan virus. He's not interested in helping the world overcome the pandemic. Why else would China slap punitive taxes on Australia? Australia is being penalized for demanding a probe on the Wuhan virus. And then there are organizations like ours, WION, targeted for doing our job. You already know how China has repeatedly hit out at WION through press releases, through its mouthpiece, the Global Times. And now China is lecturing us on how to report. The Chinese mission issued a letter. It read, and I quote, "Would like to remind our media friends that there is only one China in the world." It went on to say, and I'm quoting again, "Indian media can stick to Indian government's position on Taiwan question and not violate the one China principle." WION was running a program on the Taiwanese National Day, and some of India's leading newspapers carried full-page ads on the program. Now let me sum this up. China gets to hide an outbreak, export a virus, threaten international media, and get away with all of this. What is the world doing to hold China accountable? The United Nations should be leading that effort. It's part of the UN's mission. And let me quote from the UN website. The United Nations can take action on the issues confronting humanity in the 21st century. The Wuhan virus pandemic is this century's biggest crisis, biggest issue. What actions is the UN taking? Its health body, the WHO, has already lost its credibility. It is downplaying the crisis. It downplayed the crisis when it began. It became an apologist for China, and now the UN is allowing China to join COVAX instead of pulling it up. It is setting the wrong example. It should make China pay. If the United Nations does not do this, rogue countries like China will repeatedly attack world peace, and world bodies like the UN will further lose their credibility. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.